Hi, my name's Denise and I'd like to welcome you to Travels in My Chair. And today I'm going to talk to you about why my doctor phoned me. The other night, after dinner, the phone rang. It was my doctor. And he said, Denise, I'm just phoning because you're one of my high-risk patients and I want to make sure that you're going to be okay. He said, I know you love your grandchildren, and I know you love your kids, but I want you to stay away from them right now, and I want you to stay at home or as close to home as possible and away from people, because you are high risk. So I'm going to say this to people out there that may be watching right now. I'm high risk quadruple, because I have multiple sclerosis, I've had breast cancer, which affected my lymph nodes, I have type 2 diabetes, and I'm 69 years old, so I got it all. I'm highly vulnerable, hate to say it, senior citizen. And the reason I'm making this video today is not to brag because my doctor took the time out of his life to phone, but to tell you what I've been noticing in our community, okay? People are not staying away from each other. My husband does the shopping. He goes into the store. He goes at off-peak times when he needs to get food, does all the procedures, wipes down the handles of the cart, sanitizes his hands, washes his hands when he comes home. But people are still crowding. They're beginning to close trails in busier urban areas because although people are told go out and enjoy the fresh air, they're doing it in clusters. They're not staying 6 feet apart from each other. And I was one of those people that was gonna do something really stupid. I was gonna go to the gym, and I had just been a few days before to see the older people diligently wiping down the machines, and a group of young boys in the other corner of the room touching every other piece of equipment and not wiping down anything. And those are the problems, I think, are the younger people that don't think that anything can happen to them. They're going to pick up the germs and they're going to go and hug the grandma. Just saying. But here am I getting a call from my doctor, and I'm still thinking of going to the gym on Saturday and going to yoga on Monday. And my girlfriend says to me, wow, for a sensible person, you sure are being selfish. I went, what? And she said, what are you doing going to the gym? Thinking of going to the gym, thinking of going to yoga, when your doctor's taken the time out of his life, when he has got 100 things more important for him to do, and even spend time with his family, and you are thinking of going to the gym. You're an idiot. Well, that put me in my place, but it started me thinking. Not to sound harsh, but of all you idiots out there that are refusing to stay inside, especially if you're my target audience, over 60, and you have a compromised immune system, which could be arthritis, diabetes, MS, you name it. In my case with MS, my immune system has been out of whack for 20 years. I used to get colds all the time when I was young, and after I was diagnosed with MS, I went 10 years without getting one. But when I did get one, boy, was it a doozy. Laid me flat on my back for almost 2 weeks. So, if you have a compromised immune system, please, please stay inside. And I would have said, even in my last video, I was saying pack a picnic and go out into the country. And now, if everybody's going to do stuff like that, there's going to be nowhere that you can be by yourself. And that's what you have to do right now, is isolate yourself. And I'm sorry, you know, my previous videos, and I talked about renting motorhomes and so forth, and you know, 2 days after I made the video, I realized it was obsolete. So that's how fast the world is changing. You know that. You instinctively know that, and yet, some of you, the younger people, unfortunately, really feel that this doesn't affect them. But of course it does. And you older people that know better, do better, and stay inside. Before I leave you today, I want to share a story that happened last fall when we were visiting our daughter on the island and the 3 kids. Oftentimes if it's the weather is rainy or whatever, we spend a lot of time sitting in White Lightning, our little leisure travel van. And it's a little tight in there, but we seem to have some pretty cool playtimes and conversations. So this is how the conversation went. The 3 of them were sitting around, 10, 8, and 6. I had chosen this moment in time to have a philosophical talk with them. And we were talking about bullying and lying and bad words and things like that, you know. And having a kind of lighthearted and making a laugh about it. And the 6-year-old says, "Grandma, you know, in school you're not allowed to say the S word." And I immediately went, "Well, I guess not." I said, "Wouldn't you rather say, like, poop?" I went, "Oh no, you can't say that either." I think about it for a minute. "I know, you should say poodle. If you want to say the S word, you should say poodle." And she laughed, and the 10-year-old laughed. She said, "Oh, Grandma, you're being so silly." I said, "Oh, poodle." And we all had a laugh, right? And then the 10-year-old says, "And Grandma, you're not allowed to say the C word either." And I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm not even going there. I went, "Oh, okay." And then all of a sudden, I think my brain just sort of went, I said, "What's the C word?" And he says, "Crazy. You're not allowed to say crazy." I said, "No, I guess you could say silly. That might be a better word." He went, "Yeah." Meanwhile, I look over at the 2 girls, and they're kind of giving me this kind of peculiar look, and I all of a sudden thought, oh God, I gotta ask. I said, the S word, it's not, I'm gonna say it really quietly, girls, it's not shit, is it? And they went, "Oh, Grandma, no!" I said, "That's why you were giving me a funny look when I said poodle. What's the S word?" And they said, "Stupid. You're not allowed to say stupid in our school." And I went, oh, well, you know, the S word and the C word could both be silly, I guess. And they went, "Oh, Grandma." And that was the end of that conversation. Here am I, the older, wiser person, going immediately to the worst part, and they're kind of looking at me. But I tell you what, this COVID-19, sometimes I just want to say poodle. See you later. Bye for now.